Hey, Dr. Spencer, um, class. So when we looked at the Lucerne County um, scandal, because that's what it was, the selling kids for cash. The biggest thing, there were two things that really struck home. Number one, like so disgusted that even if the judges weren't kind of knowingly intentionally putting kids into a bad place, which he obviously was by putting them into any sort of detention facility. um, that'd be horrendous because they were abusing the system, breaking the law, and putting their own interests before anyone else in the form of greed. um, but the other things that it spoke to me that there was a problem systematically in that system is, first off, um, the judges obviously have way too much power, in that they were, able to either just disregard in re Galt, and find ways to either refuse the juveniles to have any um, lawyers present, or find ways to pressure them to waive their rights to the lawyer to get them those egregious, incredibly stiff charges for ridiculous things. Anyone with any common sense should have brought that to the media. I'm surprised parents didn't bring that up to the media or their other politicians sooner. That kind of tells me that a lot of folks are kind of asleep at the wheel. Um, so obviously the judge, and judges, because if he could do it, other judges could do it, I imagine. So way too much power vested in solely them. Um, the other thing, obviously we need to have more people empowered as whistleblowers, to find things when they are going on wrong and to report those to other authorities. Um, I believe that we should have third-party monitors that are created by boards or commission or other folks that are able to go in and see what's going on and how the judge is processing things, to make sure that they're happening ethically. And the other thing is, what I have always thought that there was an issue with was this courtroom working group. Um, and just knowing that, well, they are sometimes, I think, more cognizant of, and trying to make sure that their relationship with the judge, prosecuting attorney, defense attorney, and the judge, the lawyers are so worried about keeping on a good relationship with the judge, they put in second place, on the back burner, is the client's concerns and their true due process. So there's some significant issue with that. This one is a little more difficult, I think, to determine whether, how we fix it, because it's like plea bargains in general. I'm not in love with them. I know that juveniles, more than anyone else, are probably pressured into taking plea bargains. However, it's how the system is running right now. Not necessarily that it was made to run that way, but if we if we take everyone to court for everything, we're going to bog the court down. Furthermore, when we actually do, arrest folks, if we try to take everyone to court and give everyone a court date, we'll bog it down again. So we have to do something to make it feasible. However, we have to put more measures in place to make sure that one person or people or groups of people are not able to abuse the system for their own benefit, taking rights away from juveniles that should have been protected for a long, long time. The wanton disregard of what the Constitution says and how the Constitution has been interpreted in cases like in re Galt is a pretty horrible. It kind of also, it shows you that there is no one is above committing crimes for various reasons, for outright greed in some cases, like these judges showed. So, thank you.